There are two methods on how to change the IP address of Avaya Media Gateway. The first method is to reset the Media Gateway to factory default, and the second method is to use. Hi everyone, I'm Gio, and I hope you're all doing good. There are two methods on how to change the IP address of an Avaya Media Gateway. The first method is to reset the Media Gateway to factory default, and the second method is to use the interface VLAN submenu. We're going to go ahead and start with the first method, and that is resetting the Avaya Media Gateway to factory default. Before we start, make sure that you are connected to the Media Gateway via the services port. Configure the Ethernet port on your laptop or computer to IP address 192.11.13.5 with subnet mask 255.255.255.252. And you're going to connect to the Media Gateway services port via the default IP of 192.11.13.6. I'm logged into my Media Gateway and I'm going to reset it to the factory default settings by running the nvram init command. As soon as I hit enter, you'll get the following warning command stating this operation will reset the device, disconnect all sessions, and restore factory defaults. Do you want to continue? I'm going to type Y for yes and hit enter. This is going to cause my Media Gateway to reboot, and once it comes back online, it will have the default factory settings. I'm going to open my command prompt and perform a continuous ping and wait for a response to see when the gateway is back online. The gateway is back online, and I'm going to log in using the root username, and the default password is going to be root. Now it's asking me to change my password, so I'm going to enter my new password. After I enter my new password, I got this warning message saying that my password does not comply with the default complexity rules, and this is because my password was not strong enough. If this is a production gateway, I would make sure to use a more complex and secure password. But this is my lab gateway, so I'm going to type yes to continue. Next, I'm going to type 1 to enable EASG. EASG is the challenge and response tool Avaya uses to remote into your media gateway or servers. So make sure this is enabled if you want their support. I'm going to type yes to continue. Next, we're going to type Y to run the configuration script, and during this process we will configure our new network parameters. Under VLAN, I'm going to hit enter to leave the default VLAN number. For IPv4, I'm going to hit enter to choose the default option of enabling it. Next, I'm going to hit enter again to choose the default option of configuring a static IP address. Under IPv4 address, I'm going to configure my new IP address. Next, I'm going to hit enter to choose the default subnet mask. And I'm going to hit enter to choose the default gateway because those match the subnet mask and default gateway IP that I'm using. Under IPv6 enable, I'm going to hit enter to choose the default option of no. At this moment, we're not going to configure an MGC controller, so I'm just going to hit enter to skip it. Next, I'm going to configure my host name, geo-test-mg01. and hit enter. I'm going to disable spanning tree by typing N for no, and I'm going to hit enter to choose the default option of enabling port redundancy. Now I'm going to review my options, and once I verify everything has been entered correctly, I'm going to choose Y to save my settings. Once you enter yes, the Media Gateway is going to save the settings to memory, then it's going to reboot. While it reboots, I'm going to connect my LAN cable, and once the gateway is done rebooting, I'm going to log in via the network. I'm also going to go back to my command prompt and perform a continuous ping to see when the gateway is back online. The Media Gateway is back online and I'm logged in via the network. I'm going to type the show run command to display the new IP configuration. And here you can see my new IP address along with the subnet mask. And down here you can see the IP default gateway. Now I'm going to show you the second method of how to change the IP address on your Avaya Media Gateway. There may be a lot of reasons why resetting your Media Gateway to factory defaults is just not ideal or practical. Maybe you have some custom programming such as SNMP traps, log shipping, clock sync, whatever it may be. If that is your case, then we can use the interface VLAN submenu to remove your old IP address and configure a new one. The first step is to make sure that you are connected to your Media Gateway via the services port. Next, log into your Media Gateway. Next, I'm going to type interface VLAN 1 and press enter. This will take me into the interface VLAN submenu. Then we're going to remove the networking configuration by typing the no IP address command. Once you enter this command, you will not only remove the IP address, but you will also remove the subnet mask and default gateway. This is why it is very important to be connected via the services port, because if you're connected via the network, your connection will be dropped and your media gateway will be down until you're able to connect via the services port and configure the new IP address. I'm going to exit the interface VLAN menu and I'm going to type show run to display the updated configuration, and you can see my IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway have been all deleted. I'm going to type interface VLAN 1 to get back into the interface VLAN submenu. And I'm going to set my new IP address by typing IP address along with my IP address and subnet mask. Next, I'm going to set the primary interface by typing PMI and then enter. Then I'm going to set the internal call controller by typing ICC-VLAN, then enter. Next, I'm going to set the default gateway by typing IP default gateway along with the IP address of my default gateway, then hit enter. Now that I'm done configuring the network settings, I'm going to exit the interface VLAN submenu. Looks like it didn't take my IP default gateway command the first time because I misspelled gateway, so I'm retyping it right now. I'm going to hit enter. All right, this time it took it. Now I'm going to exit the interface VLAN submenu. Now I'm going to save my changes to memory by typing the copy run start command and hit enter. Now I'm going to reboot the media gateway by typing the reset command. While the gateway reboots, I want you to take note of the PMI and ICC VLAN commands. It is extremely important that you set the PMI and ICC VLAN. If you forget to set the primary interface or the internal call controller, your media gateway will not register to your communication manager. And this is going to confuse you because you will be able to remote into your media gateway, you will be able to ping it, and you will be able to ping it from your communication manager, but your media gateway will not register to your communication manager. So please do not forget to set the PMI and ICC VLAN. My gateway has finished rebooting and now I'm logged in via the network, and I'm going to type the show run command, and here we go. I have set my IP address and subnet mask along with my IP default gateway. And we are done. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this helpful.